3 times.
No, 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 no.
The stirs naked glance. Grab your hats, y'all. HI's going live on YouTube, where the truth fly. With the boots on the ground, a cam in her hand, HI's patrolling this great land. Through city streets and back road dust, she's watching the watchers in her we trust. Streaming live from dawn to night, she's the voice of justice, the beacon of light. HI standing tall and proud, country heart, her voice ain't loud. Tune in on YouTube, see her stance, she's telling the stories that make you glance. Under the neon lights or the setting sun, HI's work is never done. From the sheriff's misdeeds to the city patrol, her lens is sharp, she's on a roll. Investigating truths with a country flair. On YouTube, you'll find it there. So hit that subscribe, ring the bell for more. HI's got stories galore. On YouTube's trail, she rides ahead, champion of the free, just like she said.
I don't know if you can, but can you get an order for Hans at OMS Junior Market, the address is 1934 East Anaheim. All the windows are busted out.
All the windows are busted out. Welcome in, everybody, to the Naughty Corner.
Is that it? That all you got?
Yep.
Okay. We'll roll forward with it then.
All right.
Where do you want to start tonight? Because I've got a handful of videos. We got some people in chat. We got some things to talk about. And quite frankly, I don't think you're up for it.
Oh, I'm up for it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You got these?
Got
These
these.
nuts?
I like me some hairy nuts.
I love hairy nuts. Do you love hairy nuts?
I love hairy nuts.
Let's do chat. Oh my God, that's so fucking hot. Yeah,
I
baby,
mean,
smile
yeah.
bigger.
Yeah.
That's going to cause heartburn later. Scotty Waddles gets the gold. Welcome in, bud. Good to see you. Data's Law of Act mandatory carry gets
Fuck
the
you,
silver.
Carrie.
Fuck you, Carrie. Oh, wait, we're after the 2 minutes. We're good.
Dang, yeah.
Nix our whole program.
I know, right? Wasn't
why-
it 7? Ain't it like 7 minutes? I think I might have missed
I think it's 3 minutes, but we're not quite there yet. But I'm close enough for government work. I have a coffee cup that says hubby.
Oh, ain't that cute?
Don't you wish you had some white squatch coffee?
No.
We got Steve ABQ in the house. Good to see you, bud. By the way,
girl?
Kennedy Clips gets the bronze.
What's
Welcome
up, Al Kennedy?
We got Crystal Phoenix Rising. There's some Toe Daddy in chat. Good to see you, bud.
Crystal, much love.
Yeah.
Ozzy.
Andrew Lang Louie.
Oh, you skipped Ozymandias.
Ozymandias. I wouldn't skip Ozymandias. What's up? How you doing? That's my question. We got Jess. Have you met Jess?
Yes, I've met Jess.
Cool. Zephyr or Voxel. Have you come across her yet?
No.
She's like a West Coast M kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Not really. She's not quite schizophrenic, but you know, she's definitely neurodivergent. Zach Oichi, my brother. What is up?
What's up?
Always got a really cool freaking little avatar there.
I still fuck it up.
Yep. Carpenter's Journey. Good to see you, bud.
Did you do Oklahoma?
Oklahoma. No, it looked like Nightbot.
Oklahoma. Nightbot don't drop emojis like that.
Yours doesn't.
Well, mine don't. Okay.
Yeah, Justin Thompson, welcome in. Good to see you. Gangsta's backup channel. I'll go check this one out. They do all kinds of wildness over there. I can't even keep up. We got Will A. Hobo Ralph. Hey, yes, sir. Andy Pickle. Fab Daddy 44 is in chat. We got Big Mike Audits. Good to see you.
We got Joe Cool up in the house.
Oh, no. If you say that 2 more times, he'll magically get the StreamYard key. Be careful with that power. Let's see who I miss. Joku. I haven't gotten down to that
Queen
yet.
Ashley. I'm sorry.
That's what's screwing me
bad.
up over here. I like this.
I don't
one.
have a
There you are.
clicker, so.
Yeah. Poke your nose every time you want me to click a button.
No, I'm
I
like.
won't do it, but it'll be
asleep or
hilarious to
something.
watch.
Oh, crazy dingo.
We got Cliff. Good to see you, bud.
Sorry.
Queen
What's
Ashley
that,
talk is
Cliff?
cheap.
Cliff.
That's a
The
hell of a
hot
title.
mess.
We got
Okay, I'll
crazy dingo. Is that the
Crazy
dingo that ate
dingo.
the baby?
Don't do that.
What is that, like dropping a hard R for Aussies? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Gregory, what's up?
I can make you feel at home by saying the word cunt. I don't know. What's up, Gregory? Good to see you, bud. All right. So we caught up with chat pretty much.
Yeah.
I have an atomic bus.
Wait, what?
Not personally, but like in the list over here, there was apparently a pitch for an atomic bus, and they made a movie about it. It's hilarious. It's really dumb, but it's also hilarious.
Hilarious.
Right. But first, if you thought you were going to wander around the universe and find a vampire, what social media do you think you would be on when you found it?
I don't know. Maybe TikTok.
TikTok would be a very good place to start. Not in China, of course, because in China, Chinese TikTok is full of math and science and social studies, whereas U.S. TikTok does this.
Really? Well, maybe.
So what we have here is a couple.
Welcome in, Big Mike.
Big Mike. And only fans for the vampire. Well, I don't know. I think they're selling something other than fans. She made $30,000 selling OnlyFans. Can you imagine that?
I mean, yes, I can.
OnlyFans. Yeah, only selling fans. Yeah. Okay. So apparently one of these individuals is a vampire. Would you like to guess which one?
The one in the orange.
So you're saying the one that looks like Nosferatu is a Nosferatu? Okay. Lady Justice Liberty Press. Oh, just choke on a wall.
Welcome in. Lady J. That's
Lady
J right there. Must be nice fans.
Only things. I don't know what's wrong with you.
That one's good.
Okay. Would you date someone who claimed to be a vampire?
Possibly. I mean, as long as they didn't literally want to suck my blood.
That would be the line.
Possible.
I would insist on them sucking my blood if I was going to date a vampire. Yes, they would have to. They're going to have to prove some shit to me, because otherwise they're just talking shit. No. They're just cosplaying, right?
I mean, maybe a little nibble, but no, you're not sucking my blood. I'm good. I want to suck your blood.
Lady J is hard to explain. I'm not even going to try. You'll have to go check her.
A travel blog. That's a good description.
But yeah, no, you're gonna have to prove something. If you're gonna claim to be a vampire, you're gonna have to come over and like show me some shit. You're gonna have to show me, and I've seen some shit. So like, you're gonna have to get real if you get what I'm saying. Otherwise, goth cosplay, and I'm down.
Right? I mean, Big Mike has a good point. He thinks women are vampires because they suck the life out of men.
Well, if you're lucky, it's not life they're sucking out exactly. It's just a nap. So here's what I propose. When you see something that looks like a Nosferatu, assume that it might have the attributes of a Nosferatu and avoid it. So don't go out at night. Don't be mucking around in the clubs. If you end up at the wrong rave, you'll know almost immediately, because Blade will show up and start chopping folks' heads off. It'll be fine. Unlike Spider-Man, Blade doesn't give you one. Does she go in?
Really? I mean, what?
Blood? No. This is a chick. I'm sure she menstruates every month and carries her on MREs.
I have so many questions.
I'm gonna have to tell him that I'm literally a vampire. People think that being a vampire isn't real.
Well, guys, we are somehow back again. Today's video.
By the way, this is from August the Duck. If anybody's interested in some
Oh,
like
yes,
esoteric, that's Howard.
I know it is, but I mean,
If I
it
was
was
August, I
perfect,
would have stolen that beat long
right?
ago. Like
Right.
that, I would be singing it myself because I'm terrible at it and it sounds funny.
Video is one very similar to one I've made in the past, and if I'm being completely honest, I did not think there would be a take two. Things are getting kind of weird out here, people. Now, the video we're watching today is, well,
Oh my
it's an interesting
God.
one, but it's one that I feel like everybody's
Okay, who's the dom in this relationship?
Her.
Her? She must be, right?
Her.
She must be.
I know,
I'm
but
just-
looks can be deceiving. He could, I
I
mean,
disagree. I don't think looks are deceiving in this case at all. I
Okay,
think you
okay.
see exactly what you're getting, and he's getting no dome. At least no good dome. There's no brain in this relationship. That's no cap. Yeah, Lilith from Frasier and Cheers. Like I said, if she looks like a Nosferatu, she may have the attributes of a Nosferatu. I'm not saying don't take her home. I'm saying don't take her home to mama.
is going to be able to relate to. I feel like everybody knew at least one person throughout either elementary school or middle school who thought they were something that they just obviously were not. For example, in my elementary school.
Okay,
I mean,
so that's a
sure,
good
sure.
question.
What?
You know the horse girls?
No,
Remember them in school? No?
no.
Okay, so I don't know about you, but when I was in school, there was a group of girls who were all about horses. They were so all about horses that in a group, they would
Oh, no.
in a group, they would ride around the playground out there pretending to do rodeos and stuff.
Okay.
And they would gallop and canter, and it was hilarious, dude. It was one of the funniest things I've ever watched. This
I
is
thought
where
you were going to go a different way with that.
my desire for people watching was Recess and Walmart and Waffle House.
Waffle House.
Some of my best people watching takes place at the Waffle House, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But horse girls and these vampire people seem to have something in common, and that is a level of OCD that is just unmitigated. Do you disagree? Where do you disagree?
No, I was reading Joe comments. They got chicks who play dogs now. Like,
Therians, right?
what?
That's the thing, man. This is the line. That's the line in the sand we have to stand on. These children that are hook, line, and sinker going entirely down the other path, right? Because 10,000 years of biology probably isn't wrong when it comes down to what works in a relationship. Hashtag just saying, though. So chances are, if you're a dog, you're probably not going to find your perfect other.
Why would you want her to act like a dog?
I don't want her to act like a dog. I want her to act like a young lady who's willing to be a dog. I mean, that kind of stuff's fine in the bedroom. You want to act like a dog in the bedroom, that's fine. You want me to hook a leash to you and lead you around.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yes, I'll give you that.
Pee on a fucking tree. If that's what you want to do in the privacy of your own relationship, I have no issues with it.
Okay.
Why are you walking your daughter through Walmart in a Therian mask while she's practicing her vertical leaps?
Oh.
On a leash. I've seen it. On a leash.
No, yeah.
Child.
Yeah.
15-year-old, 16-year-old kid.
Oh,
on a leash.
16?
Yes.
Oh,
Father
shit.
walking her through the freaking Walmart. I've seen it. So what would you do if it was a vampire? What if one of your middle kids come up and said, "Mommy, I'm a vampire and I'm going to school as a vampire tomorrow." And then from that day forward wore a cape and fake teeth.
What does that even mean, though? I'm a vampire.
Whatever he says it means. Do you get to choose? Do you get to decide? Do you get to lay your foot down on that and say no?
No, I just want to know, like, what that means. What does it mean to be like, are you going to drink blood? Like, are you going 100% full out? Like, what does that even mean?
What up, Caldy? Welcome in, bud. Good to see you. You need to email me again. We can work something out. I promise. I don't know exactly what you want done. We'll figure it out. Very, very flexible. Ladies. Anyway, so Vampire Dome bad is what we came up with, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, there was a girl who was thoroughly convinced that she was a real-life witch. I think I've told this story before. She would like bring potions to school and throw them on people.
I have less of an issue with a chick claiming to be a witch than I do with a chick claiming to be a dog or a vampire or a wolf or anything else like that. Right? You can say you're a witch. You can believe that shit. And you can even function your life in that fashion if you wish to do so. That is technically a religious decision. I'm not sure claiming to be an animal without rights falls under the legal protections. Right? Like that's where
that's a valid, that's a valid point. You know what I mean? Like
even a horse girl is a girl that likes horses.
Right. Yeah.
So like how do you deal with the mental derangement of one believing they are an animal?
Right.
Or wanting others to believe. I'm not even smoking up on the mask either. That's not the issue. I don't have a problem with them wearing a mask around. I mean, I'm sure some of them probably should when it comes down to it, but I'm trying to be nice. So we're not going to go into detail on that.
This is the naughty corner. All right.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get ugly then. This chick, she can use all the help she can get. I don't mind bald chicks.
Just you don't look pretty right there. Come on, chat. I mean, is that a smash
your pass on this, right?
Yeah, this moment.
Dude, I will jump in with both
the
feet.
Other moment.
I'm heavy goth. Like I love goth girls. Goth girls tickle my pickle like nobody else. My wife's a goth girl, accidentally. She just likes black and looks great in it. And so as a byproduct, she ends up looking gothy when she's not actually all that gothy.
Well, and that's why I guess, you know what I mean? When I mean, like what is even a vampire? Somebody can look like a vampire, but are they, you know what I mean? Are they going to the whole?
That's what I'm saying. Once you close the doors at night, you can be anything you want to be. But you're going to come out in public in daylight saying you're a vampire because why? Whose blood are you sucking? Isn't that a felony? Why are we assaulting people? Who are you and why are you here? Who invited you over here and who let you into my house? Stop eating my chips if you're a vampire.
Look, if they want to identify as a vampire, I just want to know what a vampire identifies with and how. And so I know, that's all. Like,
is it like Count Duckula and his freaking ketchup?
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right. Let's digress.
Pretty sure it was just like fucking bleach. She would cast spells and shit. In hindsight, somebody probably should have told a teacher, but I mean, we were like 8, so we were afraid of getting a fucking curse cast on us. And then in middle school, I knew a couple who believed that they were both vampires. Like they bit each other and shit. They were really buying into the whole vampire life.
So I feel like that is garlic fries
or middle school experience. What
she hisses every time she goes by a Red Lobster. How much more basic can you be?
Joe Cool said, I mean, that's daylight pictures right there. Like
myth busted.
Yes.
It was a werewolf or an anime character. Somebody at your school told you that they were something that you just knew they were not. And I've always wondered what happens to those people.
Those things don't fit her mouth.
I don't know, like 15 maybe. And they're like, okay, maybe it's time to give up the vampire act. What?
All right, so I had a conversation with a chick about this one time because I encountered a chick whose fangs did not fit her mouth.
Right.
And I know this chick, she's one of those with a silver spoon stuck in her ass. So if she decided she wanted vampire fangs, she would go to a dentist and have them make her some vampire fangs. And I asked her, I was like, those fangs are fitted, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you get fangs that fit in the mouth? And she said, and I quote, if they fit in the mouth, you can't see them. So the point is for them to not fit.
But I mean, you can still see their length. I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to see them.
I don't know. I was
mean, I
cussed
can
out
kind of
after that conversation.
understand.
I didn't get much further than that.
Make stupid people famous. What's up? Crazy dingo. I am a vampire. Yep.
Yeah. Are you one of those energy vampires that just sucks all the fun out of the room? Like Buzz Killington, the third of the Boston Buzz Killingtons?
I'm sure I've been. I'm sure I've done that a time or two, but no, not
I can be
on a regular.
I can be an absolute fucking vibe sink. You've seen me do it. If I'm in a
Now
little bit of a bad
ATL,
mood,
on the other hand,
he
is
is a vibe
killer.
sink.
I mean,
I love that man to death, but God, he always looks so mad. He sounds angry. He's not. That's just his conversational tone. But what can we do? Vampires.
What happens to the people who decide, you know what? Actually,
I
fuck
get
that.
that,
I don't want to do that. I'm going to be a vampire forever. The video we're watching
What's up,
today
Denizen?
answers that question. It's a video from my
ATL.
favorite
Good
YouTube
to see you,
channel,
bud.
truly titled "I Married a Real-Life Vampire and Lost My Friends," which honestly is a pretty crazy thing to go public about. This is a video interviewing a couple where the woman in the relationship claims to be a real-life vampire. Now, this is an interesting thing to claim because we all know that
Hold on. You remember Sunday night midnight or Saturday night midnight madness, Midnight Mayhem or whatever that Elvira did, Mistress of the Dark.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that woman warped an awful lot of children by existing. Her, what's that lady's name? Angelica Houston, and the original Miss Adams. I can't remember that lady's name, but she was stunningly gorgeous. And I think it's people seeing these things and being like, I really want to be that person that leads down this road. Because this is a level of neurodivergence I don't think taxation can fix.
Vampires are not real. And I know in my heart that these two people also know that vampires are not real. So really, it just opens up a lot of questions as to what the fuck are we doing here, people? Questions that probably will not be answered, but it's going to be fun to watch. So let's not waste any more time. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Today, I'm going to do a deep feed on Chump. Are you ready?
In Ohio, where they eat the cats. Eat the cats.
You sound excited about going to Ohio, honey. You ever tried any hot sauce?
What?
You ever tried any hot sauce on that thing?
No, on a cat.
It can make for a spicy affair, let me tell you. What's up, Izzy? Good to see you.
Right off the bat, I love this. First of all, vampires don't feed off energy. Okay, well, they might. I'm going to be honest. I'm not fully read up on my vampire lore, but I'm pretty sure their main thing is like blood. You know, I don't see a single hole in this guy's neck, so already I'm not buying it. Secondly, nothing says this is the home of a real-life vampire like an $8 Party City.
I saw that.
Back.
I saw that. Did you see that?
What?
She left. She's going to abandon me because she doesn't love me.
Sorry. I had to. What?
She was sitting in front of a mirror with the word Helly written on it.
Oh.
I noticed it too, but leave it to Zephyr or Voxel to notice that one. Deep feed, a euphemism. Depends on how big they are. It might be a legitimate interpretation of the phrase that came out of their mouth.
Getting spooky.
There are different types of energy. There's ambient energy, which is the energy that's around people and not on them. And that's usually what I take. Big events where there's a lot of people and there's a lot of good hype.
Greetings, What Life.
What's up, Watt Life? Welcome
That
in. How's
energy
cleanup
in
going?
the air, and I usually tend to just take it all in. And for like
Yes, and for those of y'all who don't realize, we are still cleaning up from Helene. Like last week, the last handful of customers got their power back in places that are deep in the various hinterlands. So
That's crazy.
just so you know, there, it's never actually over, bro.
like me trying to take his energy. That would need consent.
Okay, so again, and real quick before I say this, I want to go on record saying that I'm a huge fan of consent. One of my favorite.
Smash
that
or pass?
umbrella, dude. Like, what
That is a
is
bumper
that
shoot.
gonna? What is that gonna? That's not blocking no sun, dude.
It is a bumper shoot, and it is for ladies. It also works pretty good to beat someone with if they try to take a purse.
Yes.
And a lot of them used to have little
in this angle, she looks like a dude, man.
I'm not 100% certain she's not a dude. I'm almost certain that guy's gay. And if she is a chick, then, I mean, there's an Adam's apple. I know y'all can't see it on the tiny little screen, but there's a distinct Adam's apple involved in these teeth.
No, there's no blood. What? No blood.
An energy vampire. Yes. No. I believe most YouTubers are some sort of energy vampire. I really do. You can tell. If you've got a good conversation going, you got a bunch of high energy people who are doing, who are being courteous and talking to each other, and you're having a good talk. And then certain people will show up and suck all the fun out of the room. Sometimes they accuse people of being an ist or having a tism, but usually they show up with ad hom attacks and immediately start off on somebody, or they just yell everyone else down. Either one of these could be an energy vampire, in my opinion. Yes, no, baby.
Maybe.
Average vampire is asking for it. I think that kind of goes against their entire thing. I mean, have you guys not ever seen Twilight? They're pretty mean.
How do you feel?
Like I'm gonna sneeze.
We
met about maybe 2-3 years ago.
Say who?
What do you say when she said, "How do you feel"? I didn't hear it.
Not ever seen Twilight? They're pretty mean.
How do you feel?
Like I'm gonna sneeze.
Like I need to sneeze?
Is that what he said?
Have you guys not ever seen Twilight? They're pretty mean.
How do you feel?
Like I'm gonna sneeze.
Like I'm gonna sneeze. Yes.
We met about maybe 2-3 years ago at a steakhouse in downtown where we live. I think I learned about the vampire thing very early on.
I realized I was a vampire probably late 2020.
Let's break this down. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
It is. About realizing that she's a vampire. All right, first of all, if you are an energy vampire, you do not have to dress up like a vampire and walk around with a sunshade. All of that stuff is an affectation, right? It's like those people who pretend to have Tourette's or pretend to have a stutter. If you keep mucking around down those paths, it'll become a real thing. If you actually believe it, is there a difference between the reality and your belief?
Well, I mean, not to you.
Right. And who does
Right.
it matter to the most? You or the
You.
people around you?
Right, you.
And how
That's
much
good.
do you reckon this chick has any friends, like real ones,
No.
except for that guy? I mean, we all know what he's there for. He likes it. He likes Dome rough. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know what to tell
What's
you.
up, Oklahoma outlaw?
Well, I mean, I swear to God, I'll get back to the freaking show in a second. Like Dr. Seuss. Moist. Did he say steakhouse? Vampires get tax breaks? No, I'm sure she was born independently wealthy and is currently living on a trust fund or some shit. These people always are. I mean, I've never met one of these really, really out there weird people that was broke. Right? They've
Right.
always got like some secure independent source of income, usually associated with their parents. And this is what their parents do to keep them out of their hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's not unlike an addiction when it comes down to it. Right?
Right.
You realized you were a vampire?
Welcome in,
Personally,
bro.
I don't think the whole vampire gig is a product of
Brett.
self-discovery. I think you're just a vampire.
Caldy called it, man. Caldy's got it. Figured it out. Broke the code. There it is.
Yeah.
90% she pegs him. I agree.
Mhm.
or you're not. Like, I don't think you can just wake up one day and be like, you know what? I think I might actually be a fucking vampire. Hold on. I think there's like a whole process, you know? I think you have to be like turned into one. I don't think there'd be any confusion on whether or not you are a vampire. Just say you're playing pretend because you like to, and that's fine. But saying you realized you were a vampire and now you're just a real life vampire, I don't think it works that way.
And that's kind of when
I don't know.
said it.
But I don't know though. See, that's the thing is like you can say that and you can say it with absolute confidence. You can even say you believe it. But is your belief any stronger than her belief? And when it comes to the reality of the interaction, are you or are you not exhausted when she leaves?
Yes, you are.
Energy vampire. It's real. She can suck the entire life out of a room.
Well, then, I mean, yeah, I'd have to agree with Mike. I think a lot of women are vampires.
Sure. All right.
I always knew I was different. Like, did you
Bet
think
you
I was
did.
a crazy person when I told you I was a vampire?
No.
No?
Mm.
Okay, good.
Okay, so not really trying
You
to
see
just
that
sit
look?
here and nitpick these people's lives apart, but I feel like
I
that is
will.
not normal, right? Like, even for a vampire, I think that would kind of take you back. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a vampire and you decide to trust somebody and tell them you're a vampire and they have no reaction, you're going to be like, what the fuck are you then? I just told
Okay, so let's get down to the brass tacks of this. Let's get down to the real problem here. Now,
All right.
playing pretend and doing all that stuff and cosplaying as whatever you want to pretend to be, none of that's a problem.
Mhm.
The issue is vampires kill people. Does she have a body? This chick may have a body count that doesn't have anything to do with her bed. Nosferatu. And he's cool
welcome,
with it.
welcome in, Base Oracle.
Beast. What is up, baby? Damn, you stupid fly. Let me pull up on that bumper and spank that monkey.
Oh my lord.
told you that I'm a fictional creature who sucks the blood out of humans, and you're like, okay, cool. Are you free next Tuesday? No, something is wrong with you. You are something worse. Thinking that the person is crazy is the normal reaction, even if you do somehow eventually find out that they actually are a vampire.
I like to dress like a vampire as often as I possibly can because it's like a reflection of my soul.
I got all kinds of stuff. I've got like a vampire shirt. No.
Welcome in,
People
Latoya.
would say that I'm an energy vampire. I prefer to use the term psychic vampirism because that's like the fancy
What?
term for it, but I don't drink blood. That's not my.
What?
All right. So I thought I was going out with a vampire, and I brought the meal. This ain't a snack. It's more than a 2-piece and a biscuit. And you're telling me you don't want the gravy? Oh, honey, we're donating blood. We're getting down, son. We're gonna make this happen, Captain. We're gonna make it cook. Look, I ain't got no shame. I probably should have some, but it just never stuck with me. Just saying. Proof. You're gonna end up drinking some blood. This is gonna happen. Because otherwise you're just pissing in the wind, chick. You're asking me to believe in illusion.
That's what I'm saying. Like for me, a vampire would be somebody who drinks blood.
Vegan vampires are dying for attention.
Oh my god. Dodge the Badger, what's up?
Reflection of soul, bad choice of words for a vampire.
James, welcome in.
Dodge the Badger. What's up? Good to see you, bud. James. No drinking blood. Guess she's normal then.
I know, right? Like
Exactly.
My thing.
So you're a poser. By definition, you're not a
Yes.
vampire. You
Yes,
drink blood.
yes.
I think that is like the one defining characteristic of a vampire. I'm not trying to be mean here, but was this lady told that she was an energy vampire by somebody and she just rolled with it because she thought it was a good thing? An energy vampire is somebody who like sucks the energy out of another person, ruins social settings. It's a bad thing. You don't want to be an energy vampire. Is that what this is?
She likes blood sausage though.
I do like blood sausage. I think
blood what?
Sausage. I got some tube steak for her.
What is blood sausage?
Give her the hot beef injection. I don't know. I'm kind of a freak. I'd go for it. I'd hit it. I'm sorry. You'd never have to talk to her again. She'd go away and leave you alone, and you'd never see her again. That's the benefit of tagging this one.
Then
Is
she
she'll go
gonna
away
bite
and leave you alone, right?
Ow.
Here's the thing. I'm going to put a Trump sticker on my card. She'll never talk to me again afterwards.
Oh my god.
Are you okay? You going to make it? Do we
I'm
need to take a
good.
break so you can like
No,
catch your
I'm
breath?
good. No, I'm
Your
good.
stomach good? You all right?
No, yeah.
I think that blood sausage is chef's kiss. I'm gonna wear this dress paired with this wig because this is the classic vampire Helly wig. So I think it's only logical that I would wear this.
It looks like a rat.
The way that I dressed, he knew that I was on TikTok and did like all this vampire stuff there.
Oh my god, hold on.
I'm so
I gotta check
pretty.
something.
Johnny
Yeah,
Bravo,
right.
welcome
Okay,
in, bud.
it's just porn. Oh,
What's up,
I
Johnny
can't
Bravo?
believe that is not where I went immediately. It's always porn when it's something like this. That's always the answer. Nobody believes they're a puppy girl or a cat girl or a vampire. It's literally just porn. It's cosplay
It's just
porn. Oh
porn.
my god. I'm kind of disappointed in myself for not looking first. I didn't make it this far in the video before I was like, okay, yeah, this is good. I didn't know she did TikTok. Yep. Okay. Well, that explains literally everything. As
When I was on the front page of the paper, I thought that people were going to be a little bit nicer than they were. And I got a bunch of comments on Facebook of people saying I'm ugly, I'm not a real vampire and a sinner, and that I'm delusional.
We're leaving town because my wife is a vampire.
I was tired of living a lie, pretending that I was normal. And I wanted to finally come out and say, this is me. I'm not a good Christian lady. I'm a freaking vampire. You know?
Oh my
okay, so real quick, anybody from Truly watched the video? Can you fire the audio mixer like to?
All right. I'm about fed up with this chick. I don't know. Maybe
She's watched too much Twilight, like for real.
no. It's exactly right. She looks sparkly to me. Let's talk to a neighbor.
Exist.
Some stereotypes that I hate about vampires are that we don't like garlic. I love garlic. I have like a whole jar of spicy garlic.
All right, I'm done with her.
Play was involved at all, leading to Seth
All right,
being able to
stop
stay fairly
Oh my lord, that was good. She don't drink blood and eats garlic fries.
All right, so there's a few bits of this one. I think it's the first one. I'm almost certain it's the first one. Let me check. Yeah, I think it's Power Lesbian's the one. See, I didn't even know there was a such thing as a power lesbian. Do you know what a power lesbian is?
No,
Google it.
no.
All right, everyone, it's that time. It's time for another Strange Cases compilation. This is where I take all of the strange
We're
cases
only
that
looking
I
at
find
one of
while
them.
researching that aren't really long enough to be their own video, but are definitely worth talking about, and combine them all into one big video. With that out of the way, let's get started.
Okay.
Not
You're
free.
a power lesbian.
First up, we've got power lesbian Corey Burke murders her father with an ice axe in election night meltdown at Seattle home.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
This chick finds out that Donald Trump won. It breaks her so badly that she murders her father
With an ice
for reasons with an ice axe, right? I mean, this is not Lizzie Borden here, but what can you say about it?
Welcome in, Joko.
Trump derangement syndrome is real.
All right, so the title for this one is just straight up the headline that I saw when I first came across this case. I still don't really know what a power lesbian
What up,
is, and a
Angel?
lot of people
Welcome
in the
in, bud.
comments didn't really seem to know either, so I left it in just for weirdness sake. Let's get into
Joko,
what I'm
good to
sure
see
will
you, bud.
result in
Appreciate you
nothing
coming
short
through.
of the best comment section ever. The recent election in the U.S.
Oh, yeah.
awakened some late-
No, I forgot. The comment section is the reason why I wanted to share this. The fucking comment section is savage, bro.
madness within a lot of people, both before and after it occurred. While a good amount of violence broke out across the country, usually on a smaller one-on-one sort of scale, there weren't many cases as high profile as this one. This is the story of a 33-year-old Blue Origin employee, which is Jeff Bezos' space program, named Corey Burke. Corey was a training manager at the spacecraft company, seemingly being pretty well off financially. She was also very active in the left side of politics. She was married to Samantha Lee Allen, who is very much the same, being a writer that covered LGBT issues for both
Angel,
the Daily
welcome
News
in.
and Fusion Media, that now works as an editor for a transgender news website called Them. The two had previously written about their struggle accepting the 2016 election, the previous election in which Donald Trump won, and boy, that would come to be seen as foreshadowing in hindsight. It appears that they both lived together with Corey's father, Timothy, as he and Corey purchased a home together in 2023.
So, all right. So me and you, we discussed a bunch of election stuff during that whole process, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember us? We were right. I think it was pre-show one night, and I was talking about the absolute flood of derangement that was going to take place if Trump won.
Right, right.
So I had predicted that there would be at least one major, highly publicized murder within the family. We were shooting shots. It was either right before or right after a show. After a show, if I was shooting shots. So, and I was like, there's going to be at least one person who loses her fucking cheese and decides to split somebody's head just because she doesn't like the universe or something. And here we are a few months later. We've been confirmed, but not sworn in, no inauguration. And I'm literally 20 minutes after he was called, the election was called, there was a body on it.
Yes, James, that's what it seems to be.
Oops. So the power lesbian was still living in her dad's basement, stunning and brave, which also implies that her and her wife were also having some kind of issues. Yeah.
It was a pretty swanky $800,000 home in the Seattle area, and it seems that, for the most part, they all got along pretty well. However, Corey wouldn't quite put it that way herself, vaguely only stating that there were no strong boundaries and that this left her feeling, quote, hyper-focused and disorganized. On election night, Donald Trump's victory left Corey feeling, in her own words, overwhelmed. She was already in a bad mood, sitting in complete darkness in her home, glued to the TV. When her father came into the room and turned the lights on, she was furious, demanding that he turn them back off. When he didn't, she decided that she would kill him. That's right, the problem wasn't even that her dad voted for Trump or anything like that. It's because he wanted to keep the lights on at a time when Corey was already in a very bad mood. Basically, he killed the vibe. So she went upstairs and grabbed a weapon, an ice axe. She tripped her father, knocking him down to the ground. She then hopped on top of him and began strangling him. Being stronger than her, he was able to push her off. So she resorted to biting him to slow him down and ultimately ended up hitting him repeatedly with both the blunt and sharp sides of the axe. Corey later said that she felt that the killing needed to happen that day. As he struggled to breathe, she sat next to him and watched him until he finally died. She said that she felt a lot better once his body went completely limp.
That's wild. Absolutely wild. If they're turning on a light. Why? Joe, tell me. You're sitting at home. Your daughter's sad. You come in and turn on a light. She leaves the room and goes and gets an ice axe. Do you stick around to get your head split open? I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm not sticking around. First of all, you probably know whether or not your daughter's deranged. I mean, after all, she's married and has a life of her own, but she stuck around for election night in your basement. So that's not a good sign. Hashtag just saying there. I'm sure you've talked to her before and had less than desirable outcomes to conversations. And so you probably realize that she's cheese is slid off her cracker. You're going to stick around and let it happen? You think this is the vampire? Clearly insane on some level. Well, I mean, obviously, I guarantee you she's on like zootropics or whatever. Almost killed her. And she bit him. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Limp. Corey then continued her
Welcome in,
rampage
Brandon.
and smash all of the windows out of the home while watching the news. The police were called out,
Austin,
hearing
hello.
Corey
Good to
smash
see you,
the
Brandon.
windows and clapping to herself.
Who's the other one? Austin Murphy. Good to see you, bud.
Inside. Soon she came walking out with blood still dripping down her face. She told the police that she freaked out, saying that it was related to something important about Election Day. She said that it was all an act of liberation, adding that she had been reborn the previous month while
Stunning
not elaborating
brave.
much on that.
What's up,
At first,
Lindsay?
she didn't want the police to come inside her home for obvious reasons. Once they expressed that they were simply concerned for her father, she surprisingly let them in. There, they discovered the gruesome scene, finding a bloody axe still near the body. Corey was taken to the hospital for a mental health evaluation. The next day, she whispered, "I killed him," into a police officer's ear before telling him that she was on a mission to help people, in her own words, change their attachment to their parents. She told the police that killing her father was
Tag.
really hard, really fucking hard, and
You're
there
it.
were points where she felt like she wasn't going to. Nevertheless, she felt that it really needed to be done, although she couldn't really explain
Thank you, Brandon.
why.
I appreciate it.
Corey Burke was charged with
In fact,
first-degree
at
murder.
this point, let's take a moment and beseech all of our adoring fans to share this particular stream out to a Mormon prayer group, to a Southern Baptist prayer group. I want you to share this out to your town council group chat. I want you to share it out to your you know that guy who put you on that group chat that you don't like? Share this to that group chat. It'll be great revenge. They'll tune in. They'll have no idea what's going on, and maybe they'll stick around and watch the blonde laugh for me. Be cute about it.
Stop! No,
Be
you
perfect,
can't.
flawless.
No.
See, it works every time. All you gotta do is put her on the spot and poke her in the side. Easiest date I ever had.
Held in jail
Whatever.
on $2 million bail. Eventually, it came time for her first day in court, entering a plea of not guilty during her arraignment. Samantha was there to support her, seeming jovial and laughing with their friends despite all that had happened. It goes without saying that this callousness may damage the author's reputation. Now we've got Michigan man shot his neighbor.
Wow. Right? Like, she likes black lipstick. You're not necessarily wrong.
From
All
the
right.
woman who danced
So,
her way through a
on this one,
investigation.
stop it. Stop it. Yeah, I know y'all love that shit. But listen, sometimes the cops aren't the worst thing that can happen to you on a given day.
Mhm.
It's almost always cops, or cops are involved. Sometimes after the cops are involved, something even more cringeworthy takes place.
Yeah.
You act like yourself, and it gets on camera and uploaded to YouTube. And then a couple of little podcasters over here will find the video, and we will laugh and laugh and laugh. Free side. What's up, bud?
Really?
Yeah. Good to see ya. You're the one, girl. So, what's the worst? Okay, I know you've interacted with the cops a few times. What's the worst thing you've had happen while interacting with cops? Most cringeworthy.
Really, the only is the one lady chasing her ex or whatever, chasing down the street, downtown, saying, "Don't leave
That's pretty
me."
good. Oh wow,
Mm,
was that you?
No.
Okay, just checking. So the worst I've come across, I was riding shotgun with a guy who got pulled over, and right, just as soon as they pulled us over, they pulled him out of the car, and the passenger window was messed up, and I didn't know it. And I reached over, and it was like cracked about this much, and I reached over and tried to let the window up that last little bit, and the whole thing fell down. And there's this chick officer. I was drunk as hell. I am smashed. It's raining. Suddenly the window is falling down into the door.
Mhm.
There's no letting it up now. I realized my horrendous error. Me and her, we lock eyes. She looks at me and she goes, "You been drinking tonight?" I said, "No, sir, officer." She said, "I'm not a sir." I said, "I thought so, but I wasn't sure." She stared at me She's got like this mega bun on back of her head. Her hair had to be like 45 feet long or something because it's like huge right up on top of her head.
Right.
And she looks back at the back of the car, and I hear my buddy go, "Don't pay him no attention. I told him not to talk to you." She's like, "Well, I was talking to him." He said, "This is not good," and went back to talking to the other. I just ignored what was going on over there.
Right.
We sit there for a few minutes and kind of toss, but she keeps asking me like where we're coming from, where we're going, all that silly shit. I won't answer it. I just, you know me. I'm just all over the place. I'm not answering questions. I'm just talking. And finally, they let homie go. He comes and gets back in, and she asked me, "Well, where are you going to be later?" As if she thought I was trying to hit on her, and she was going to find out where we were going by asking. And the driver looked at me and said, "Dude, we don't source to bacon." And reached over, stuck his finger in the top of that thing, pulled it up and hit the button and rolled that window up, and then sat there until those cops left. And it took them 15 minutes to finally decide to leave. He just sat there. He never put a key in the ignition. He just sat there. And I laughed maniacally the whole time. And he was like, "Why can't you just leave him alone?" I said, "Dude, it's your fucked up car that got us in this situation. I tried to roll the window up. You know that window don't work." "Yeah, well, I'm drunk. What's your excuse?"
Yeah.
So this
Chili
chick's
Dog, welcome in.
Chili Dog all night. What's up, bud?
For listening.
Smooth talking to ladies. Yeah, I don't do that, dude. That's not the way I roll. I don't know if you've ever seen me talk to ladies before. I don't know if AJOC counts, but it's not exactly smooth. It's more like an injured puppy kind of thing.
From the woman who danced her way through a DUI investigation, to the suspect who refused to provide a urine sample.
Is this me?
Pull your pants up. Pull your pants up, dude. Okay, it's coming.
To the granny who turned her sobriety test into a comedy.
You remember any of these?
Okay. What do you think? I'm in the military?
And the funniest suspect of them all.
You gonna keep arresting me? Well, I'm only arresting you once, so I don't know if I don't think it'll be.
Here are some of the most hilarious arrests made by police officers, starting with a hilarious drunk grandma.
Okay, drunk grandma is driving home. Gets pulled over by the cop. Do you A, get her out of the car and have her do sobriety test? B, give in to her matron syndrome and just agree and let her go? Or C, snatch her out of the car, shoot her dog, and drag her across the pavement to jail?
Well, I think C is what's going to happen. All right. Good night, Dennison.
How could you tell?
What is your fucking name?
Lepajanus is my name.
Elephant? Like a vagina? Elephant vagina?
While investigating, a Fox Lake police officer nearly had his car rear-ended by a woman who claimed she had stopped because she saw the police car. Although the officer initially let her...
All right, at this point in the stream, people, I would like to request that you share this stream with specific individuals who have screwed you over in the past, right? I want you to share it to your baby mama. I want you to share it to like the guy you bought the car from that blew up immediately.
Didn't you just do this?
Yeah, but we're going harder.
Okay.
I'm not. I got time.
Okay.
You got time? You want to try one? Here, you try one.
No, you're good. No, I'm eating.
Boy, what a wonderful position.
Let her go. He later pursued her after another driver reported that she was intoxicated and driving recklessly. He then initiated a traffic stop.
Hi. I'm sorry.
Hi.
You told me you're going.
No, I just want you to stay right here. Can I see your license, please, ma'am?
All right.
What are you sorry for?
What's up, Cynthia? Welcome in.
Oh, it's okay. I got 3 dogs myself. Where are you coming from, ma'am?
For the record, I'm sober. Have been for a while.
Huh?
Where are you coming from?
In Wakanda?
Oh, Wakanda?
911.
Okay, Cynthia, you can share it with me.
Yeah.
That one person you don't like the most.
Okay.
That's fine. That's
Do
just
you have a
fine.
driver's license or just the ID card?
I honestly don't have my reading license.
No, I asked you about your driver's license.
No.
You don't have a driver's license? Is it revoked? It's revoked?
It's being fixed.
It's being fixed, but it's revoked?
Enjoy.
Okay.
All right, so you got to handcuff me and put my dog in dog shit?
Well, here, take this first, okay?
All right, hold on. I'm sorry. My bad. I didn't think about that. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Listen, do not share it with people you have a no contact order with. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm talking about the guy who sold you the bum car, the dude who screwed you on the roof. You know, I want actual scammers and con artists in here, not really your ex-old lady. I don't want nothing to do with those people.
Take your insurance. Thank you. Okay.
This video has a nice rack.
And that's when things took a humorous turn.
The reason I chose this was in the other layout, the eyes were peeping over the top of the video, and then I forgot about going vertical. And so now we've got a rack peeping over the top of us. It seems to work better that way.
She confessed to having had only one beer and admitted to previous DUI arrests. Her antics didn't end there. She repeatedly tried to run back to her car,
TCG fam, welcome in.
explaining her previous surgeries, all in an effort to persuade the officer to let her go. When another officer arrived, the officer took the opportunity to conduct a field sobriety test.
Jay Rillo. What's up, Juicy J?
What I want you to do is I want you to put your feet together just like this. Put your hands at your side. Okay. Rickidiculopathy? Never heard of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's failing.
Feet together, hands at your sides. Just like this.
I can do it. I was just...
Okay.
Homie comes in and says, what part of Texas is this? Based off of a drunk grandma in a pickup truck. Okay. All right. Could be a part of Georgia, but there's no hills. I don't see any hills at all. It's probably not Georgia. What? A Pomchi? That's a dog, ain't it? What is going on in the chat? Never mind. Y'all do. Do you
That's
want
in
to
your chat. You know how you panel versus people work.
No, man. Like, it's happening. It's over there happening. Dog jail sounds like the name of a cool kennel.
So what I want you to do is just follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only.
But
without, listen, I'm just going to explain these instructions.
road is off level.
Okay. Well, this
Scotty
is
Waddles.
to do with the road. It's got everything to do with your eyes. Okay. Follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only. Do you understand?
53 years.
Do you understand? Do you understand? Yes or no? You look at my finger.
Oh, no, I was looking at your eyeball.
I know you were.
Get mad. Sorry.
Oh my.
Made an absolute mockery of the test.
Crank. Crankcation.
I was at a freaking gas station one afternoon, and a chick got pulled over while I was filling up with gas, and she didn't pull into the gas station. She pulled like onto the apron where the turn in to the gas station was and stopped there, leaving the cops stuck in the freaking traffic. And so after a big argument, he got her to move into the gas station, and she parked like right at the end of my car. So I've got a front row seat this entire debacle go down. Homie gets her out of the car. It's a 35-year-old black woman dressed to the nines, basically one of your basic baddies, a little past the wall. But she was looking good. He asked her if she's been drinking, and she said she drank one this morning at 9:30. It is now 11:45. If she drank one shot, she should be fine. He tried to do the horizontal gaze nystagmus test and held up the pen, and she tried to blow in it. And I almost died. You know me. Suddenly I'm just laughing maniacally. And the cops over there like trying to keep the shit together. And she said, oh no, I just fucked up, didn't I? He's like, oh. And she just turns around and puts her hands behind his back. He fucking hooks her up, walks around. Her buddy, like while she was being like pulled over, somebody was following her or whatever. They got out and took the car. And I couldn't even drive. I was laughing so freaking hard. I just had to sit there and calm down. I was sitting at that freaking gas pump for so long that the guy come out and asked me what was going on. And it started me all back up again. I'm like, home chick tried to blow the pen. And he's like, oh no. I was like, that's why she went to jail.
Welcome in Toxic Tommy. Yeah.
Who it was?
crazy.
What it was? Let's say
Toxic Tommy.
close
Toxic
thing.
Tommy. Go up.
We're Toxic Tommy.
And then
So-
did you get TCG fam?
Toxic Tommy. Sounds like it should be one of those Saturday morning cartoons. We're cleaning up the multiverse.
Toxic Tommy. I don't know.
Who else did I
More
miss?
like a Cartoon Network.
Adam 87. Yeah. Toonami. 2
Yeah.
in the morning. It'd be done by the guys who did Super Jill.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
And that was
Angry
just the
grandma.
beginning, as the officer moved on to the next tests.
Turn around. Left foot on the line. Right foot in front of the left foot. Touching heel to toe.
The line.
No, Ryan.
I'm used to a balance beam.
I get it. You're a gymnast, and that's great. So I want you.
Oh no. Oh no. I do admit you do.
Ohio,
You
that's
should
what's
have
up.
to give them a line to actually walk. If you want me to walk a fucking line, you better show me a goddamn line. I'm telling you, I'm not out here doing this shit for your fucking shits and giggles. If there ain't no line, I'm calling that shit in court. That one's not gonna fly.
Yeah.
Also, because of the fact my eyes aren't square, the horizontal gaze and astigmatism test doesn't apply to me either. Because you're gonna have to choose an eye, bitch. Which one you want me to follow it with? Because it ain't gonna be both. What you gonna do now? Now where we at? Oh, what, you want me to blow in your pen? Well, that's gonna cost a drink and $25, dude. And you gotta let me go. I was young and I needed the money.
What's
You do it how I'm
bro?
showing you. Okay.
I was playing with the dog and I fell and it hurts my foot.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So you ready? You ready?
You want to see the black and blue mark?
No, I'm going to show you the test. And I want you to do it. I need you to listen.
I'll be honest, that's better than the other one where you say suck the sushi off this stick. What's up, Steve Harlow? Welcome in, bud. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming through.
Steve.
Right? Or no?
Nope. I'm going to show you how the test I want.
Where's the line?
So what? So imagine an imaginary line just like this. 8, 9. Do you understand?
No, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're pushing my button.
Okay. Go
You're
ahead and do the
pushing
test.
my
All right?
button?
All right. Just how I showed you, Ryan.
I can't do that with the left foot. It doesn't work that way. I'll try. Can I have your hand?
No. Just how I showed you.
A gentleman gives me a hand.
How this works.
I can't.
Go.
A
That's-
gentleman gives a lady a hand. That's nice.
You don't want to do that?
This is not going to work, bro. I think Grady's going to jail tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If we were in this position, right? If we're cops and we come across this lady, do you lock her up for drunk driving or do you call somebody to come get her ass? Which is more beneficial?
No, I wouldn't take her and lock her up. I'd get her home, help get her home.
I mean, the issue I have with drunk driving laws, I don't have a problem with laws against drunk driving. I have a problem with the mandatory sentences that go along with it, right? Now, if you leave any leeway for the local cops, they are always going to bend the law in favor of the local people. I don't think that's necessarily wrong. I think it is correct. Nepotism is a natural state of affairs in the human condition, and I think training nepotism out. What's up, Glock and Loaded? Glock and Loaded? Glock. Can you say it?
Glock loaded.
Glock loaded?
loaded. Glock loaded.
I was throwing a syllable in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, ruin her life or just make it very publicly that we had to send you home. Right? Shame.
Well, I
Shame.
mean, I guess, there's other factors, I think, you know what I mean, that would have to play in this. Like, is this her first time? You know what I mean? Like,
There's no way it's this lady's first time. She's too standoffish for this to be her first
well,
time.
then no, she needs to be locked up.
Right? Okay. All right.
That one or not?
Want me to do a round off?
Okay, so we're gonna do this test, all right? Hands at your sides, just like this. And then you're gonna Don't stand behind me. Stand to the left of me.
I'm trying to keep warm too. I'm cold.
Okay. Well,
you have a zip coat. I don't even have a zip coat.
Okay. Well, your coat can zip, but it's just unzipped. So feet together, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, until I tell you to stop. Okay?
What, you think I'm in the military?
You maybe get.
Oh.
Yeah, this is not good.
Oh.
No.
No.
Okay. Okay, Ryan. Okay, that's good. All right. Look.
Yeah.
Describing her failure of the test would be enough.
Did we get taken down?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Are we still on?
No. Yeah.
Weird.
I still see it.
That is so strange. Okay. Apparently, for some strange reason, my phone just booted me the fuck out.
Oh.
I guess YouTube crashed or something.
Still live. See? Still live.
Okay.
Still live.
All right. Forgive me. I was
I'm
curious.
on the patch.
Cool. You're on the patch.
That's
What's
what
up,
Machete said.
Yeah. Right. You don't drink anymore because you're on the patch. You put the label on your arm. Yeah, I got you.
An understatement, as her performance was a complete disaster. The officer then proceeded to ask.
Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the
Her
chat.
subsequent response was the funniest she had given so far.
Last thing I'm going to ask. Will you be willing to take the PPT? Yes or no?
It sounds like a sexual test.
It's nothing of the sort. It's a breath test.
The officer handcuffed her, convinced that she was intoxicated. However, as they searched her before placing her in the patrol car, they had yet to see the end of her shenanigans.
Anything in your coat pockets? Anything I should know about? Poke me, stick me?
Did I tell you anything?
So you reckon she's on drugs or pills?
Why does it always have to be something else?
I mean, is she drunk or is she on pills? Is what I meant to ask. I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean, she appears to be drunk, but I mean, when you're loaded on pills, you can have the same effects. So
it can look very similar.
Right.
Yeah. I think she's drunk. I think she was riding around with a pint of vodka in her pocket, and that they're going to find it in the floorboard of the truck. But that's just me.
Well, because I'm asking you, because you're under arrest.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you shit now.
Okay. Ryan, calm down, okay? Calm down. Here. Stop.
No.
That's an interesting observation, Lindsay. I agree with you.
It's fine.
You put me like
That's fine.
this.
Do you have any pockets or anything like that?
Arms
Okay.
out of these fucking things
No.
right now.
Ryan, listen to me. You need to calm down.
You're gonna give me a fucking heart attack and it's gonna be all your fucking fault.
Ryan.
I swear to God,
Listen to me.
mister.
All right, let's just get her in the car.
After being placed in the cop's car for transport to jail, she requested the officer's information, leading to a very hilarious conversation.
Why isn't my dog going to my dad?
Because he's going in our crate and we're gonna hold him.
No.
until-
What is your fucking name, asshole?
Officer Elapajanis 306
Correct.
is my
Still
badge
looks
number.
good, right?
Elapajanis is my name.
Elephant?
Elapajanis. Badge number
Ella
306.
pajamas
Hella pajamas.
Like a vagina?
She's
brings a
drunk
whole
this
new
morning.
meaning to the concept of pajama party. Elephant vagina.
Is your name?
Officer Elapajanis.
The dog is going to jail too. Like a vagina.
Vagina? Elephant
The JJ.
vagina? What the fuck is your name?
Officer Elapajanis. I already told you.
Officer Ella Pajamas?
She was taken to jail and charged with DUI. The next case was almost unbelievable for the officer.
All right. Eventually we have to have some of the Amish get pulled over to buggy, right? But would you expect the Amish to start getting mouthy?
I don't know.
I don't either. I've never seen
I
but
mean,
one drunk
how-
Amish dude.
I mean, yeah. What would they get pulled over for? It wouldn't be speeding.
I don't know. I've seen an Amish buggy power slide a curb. So
Have a
it's
good
not
night,
impossible.
TCG. Thank you for coming in. Elephantitis.
2-3 of the full thing. Elephantitis sounds uncomfortable.
Large mouth.
As they had to deal with a drunk man who was completely wasted during his horse and buggy ride. On May 14th, 2022, sheriff deputies in Ashtabula County were called to the scene to address a report of a reckless driver, and they were stunned by what the suspect was driving.
Whoa! Whoa!
Do you reckon this is a case of the horse knowing his way home?
Yeah, it could be if he's drunk. I mean,
okay, first of all, yes, let's cover that part. Do we think that this carriage operator, he's got an argument for traveling if anybody does? Anyway.
Right. Well, and that's right.
I mean, do you need a license to operate a horse?
No, but I mean, you do need to operate it within a safe manner, I would think.
Sure. I don't think this is safe. Homie's going down the middle of the street. I think the horse is drunk. Let's pull over the horse and arrest it.
Maybe they're both drunk. Oh, the horse is taking off. Bye, business.
Hold on. Do we hold the guy in the carriage responsible for the horse's response to you yelling at him?
I mean, yeah, because they should have control of their horse.
Right. It's like if a drunk guy's dog bites you, it's just, yeah.
There's a Bud Light can sitting in there, and he passed clean out.
The horse knows his way home.
So see, yeah, I mean, in that case, you can't hold it. You know what I mean? He's drunk, passed out.
Sure. Well,
the officer
here's the upside.
Car to pursue the
Currently, the horse is in operation of this vehicle, and the horse knows how to drive it. I imagine the horse is trying to go home.
I mean, I would think so, especially if it's his usual way of transportation.
Right.
When he's drunk, I don't know.
If the horse is drunk, we'll have a problem. I think I might have to let this guy go because he's clearly not operating the vehicle. And I got dollars to donut says when he got in that vehicle, it was parked. When he passed out, it was parked. And it has become unparked since then. And that's not necessarily his fault. One of his buddies could have knocked the brake loose, and now the horse is free.
Right.
This is a hell of a prank. Think about it. Waking up, being pulled over by cops, and like, you're getting charges, right? You haven't done anything, but you're catching some lifetime charges on this one.
Right.
The seemingly intoxicated man who was riding a horse and buggy on the wrong side of the road, making the situation even dangerous.
Staley and Bogue Road. He just turned eastbound on
This is a
Bogue,
low-speed chase.
and I yelled at the guy when he rode by. There's a Bud Light can sitting in the damn buggy, and I hit the side of the buggy and hollered at the guy. He's passed clean out. He slumped over. No, I mean, I'm yelling, whoa, 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 and
scaring the horse.
Right.
I'll see if I can get in front of
With all them bright lights. Wow.
I mean, all them lights and sirens.
Yeah, I know. At least they turn off sirens. That's the upside.
Well, right, but the lights and stuff are going to freak them out. DUI.
Disregard. He just rammed my car. These guys are smoking crack. They are high as hell on their own fucking farts. You hear this shit? He just rammed my car. Homie has not been in control of shit since this situation was instigated. Right. I got a dollar says if you'd have left him alone, that horse would have made it home eventually.
And I mean, ramming, that's such a strong word.
This is right before they start screaming, stop resisting.
Right?
You know what happens next, right?
Dun, dun, dun.
Stop your horse. Get your horse.
The crash with the police car caused him to fall in a ditch and injure his head. But despite his fall, the officer still proceeded to handcuff him.
All right, get him over here.
You can hear the disdain in his voice. Hey, Ben T, welcome in, bud.
21. Well, for right now, until I can determine on who you are.
Oh, that's a young guy.
I'm going to detain you. All right. All right. I saw.
Ooh,
looks like he had a good time tonight. I'm telling you. He's
You think
probably
he's
underage.
underage?
I guarantee you he's underage. And I guarantee you that when he passed out in that buggy, the brake was locked. And one of his buddies just giggled his ass off and just pushed
Right,
the
and
release.
they slapped the back of the horse so it would go.
You don't even got to do that, dude. If that horse has been standing around long enough for him to get that drunk sitting in harness and tack, and hell, there's a chance that they hooked up the horse and put him in the back after he passed out.
I mean,
I'm just saying there. I once woke up in the back of a truck in the middle of a cornfield. The truck was broke down behind a buddy of mine's house until I woke up in it. And I couldn't figure out how the hell I'd gotten there because I knew the truck had no engine. There's no way this truck drove here. Someone had to pull this truck out here. Took me months to find out what had happened. I had passed out on the back of the truck, and they thought it'd be funny to mess with me. And so they got the dually and drugged me out to the middle of a cornfield and left me out there. And then went home and passed out. That's a whole lot of effort to be picking on somebody there. I just find it funny. If you put that effort in the hustle, you'd be a millionaire.
Right? His wives were driving.
Savage.
The 21-year-old suspect was arrested and charged. A horse isn't the only animal the officers deal with in this video. In the next case, an officer was caught off guard by a reptile emerging from a suspect's clothing. On October 2nd, 2023.
Wait a second. What level of self-defense, what level of charges do I receive when I shoot him 17 times with a revolver? When I have to reload 3 times to get the panic out? Because if I grab you and a snake comes out your pocket, I will not be held responsible for how many holes I put in you. Because I'm going to shoot that snake. That's what's going to happen. The reloading is optional, but I will shoot the snake. I don't know how many holes it will take through you to hit it.
Why? You just have to back up, like jump back up. Why do you got to go shooting at the
because
de-escalate, not escalate, de-escalate.
Look, man. If cops are shooting cute fuzzy dogs, I'm giving them a pass on shooting a snake. Or the guy with it in his pocket. I used to be that guy with a snake in my pocket.
We don't know. They didn't say snake, so I don't know. We don't know what it is yet. They said
guard
reptile.
by a reptile emerging from a suspect's clothing. On October 2nd,
Lizard.
2023,
All right, we might be able
while
to live with
officers
that.
were searching a man for suspected
shooting
drug
3
possession,
times.
That's what I'm
they were taken by surprise.
Right?
Defend what's
Defend.
up.
What's up, bud?
When something totally unexpected emerged from the man's coat.
Check your socks. I don't have any dope on.
It's a lizard. It's just a lizard. I'm so sorry. I forgot about all right. Forgot about it. Y'all let her know. Next time, let her know, okay?
That's too funny.
So sorry.
Not have any other pockets.
I have changed my dog.
Check your socks. You don't have any dope on.
Look, it doesn't look like the guys appeared to budge, but she.
Homie, what's up, Shisha? Homie's pulse hadn't even got up above 70, bro.
Kennedy, welcome in.
He ain't even drunk yet. That bottle of maple syrup over yonder ain't even had the neck took out of it good.
Right. Yeah.
So he can't be no more than half lit. No, it was a lizard. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't care. If it jumps at me, it's liable to get shot, bro. Like, if it's got claws and teeth and maybe some fingers, some scales, I'll pull the trigger. I don't even need a good look at the scales. I'll pull the trigger on some scales. That's nope. No, ma'am.
Let her know, okay?
All right, Defend. You get the participation trophy of the night, bro. Is that a lizard in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Congratulations.
Gary, you gave me a heart attack. That is not okay.
Do you have any other creepy critters in your pocket?
Stop resisting.
The female officer was shocked beyond words, as she clearly did not see it coming. The suspect was eventually let go, and nothing incriminating was found on him. In the next case,
That's
officers
right.
had to handle.
You get the W tonight, bud. You got it hammered.
Winning.
Anybody else wants to try to tell a better joke, step right up, step right up. Your chance. Give us a turn. Give us a savagery. I want to see something dirty. This is the naughty corner, ladies and gentlemen. Be naughty.
A pooping shoplifter.
Hey, put your hands behind your back. Do it now. I'm trying to clench my butt cheeks from being
Trouser lizard. There you go.
On December 23rd, 2021, Doraville police officers located a suspect who had been reported by a Home Depot store for shoplifting.
Hold up.
He left.
Did you see that?
No, what?
Wait, what? Wait, hold up.
Do it on myself, bro.
On December 23rd,
All right. Homie's got his hand in his pocket, deep, right? Now watch what he does when he pulls his hand out of that pocket.
2021, Doraville police officers located a suspect who had been reported by a Home Depot store.
He sniffed his fingers.
Hey, man, is that Pink Birdo? No, I'm just playing.
For shoplifting after he left the store without paying.
Where you coming from?
Sounds like he. What's up, North Alabama? Welcome in, bud.
Where you coming from? I'm not being questioned.
What's up, Caleb?
Question. Hold on. Well, okay, I'm asking you a question. You asking me a question. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Why am I being questioned? Put your hands behind your back. I'm about to record. Hey, stop. Put your goddamn hands behind your back. Stop. Okay, I will willingly do that.
You keep on. You're going to have to chase that man.
Let me go. I got you. I ain't letting you go. I will. You play around with me, I will dust you off. Do you understand? Put your hands behind your back. Do it now. Please. Do it now. Let me. Do it now. Okay, 2 seconds. Hold on. As soon as we get here, you won't get the end up.
Stop
2 seconds. I ain't getting you nothing.
I've heard this song before. Maybe he's a scratch. We've got another participation trophy for the night. Absolutely phenomenal. 2 for 1. That's awesome. So, I've heard this song before. Have you heard this song?
What song?
Give me 3 steps. Give me 3 steps, mister. Give me 3 steps towards the door.
I'm trying to clench my butt cheeks from being doodle on myself, bro. Get on the ground. Can you give me 2 seconds, please? Ground. You see me on the ground? Just get on.
He's squatting. Dude. Look at him. Look at him. Hey, dude. You know when kids get to that age where they figure out they're gonna poop, but they haven't figured out where they're supposed to do it, and this is like right before they start hiding to poop. But right after they recognize the feeling, and they'll be like walking along and stop and then do that half squat. That's what he's doing. And if you've ever raised a kid, you've seen this. They get that look on their face, and they'll stare you down while dropping a bullet.
Yes.
Okay, give me a second, dude. Get on the ground. Give me a second.
The thing is, the look on the kid's face is everything this guy's saying. Give me a second, man. I'm almost done. I got a turtle poking out. It's 2 reptiles in one video.
Get on the ground. They don't need to use force. Get on the ground. I'm not trying to use force unless I have to, but I will. Just get on the ground. You do not have to.
Oh my God, that brought tears to my eyes.
He did a moment to compose himself.
Yeah. No, you get it. That drop of the deuce face. They'll stare you straight down, man. It made me laugh so hard I cried. My baby mama come in, it's like, what are you laughing at? I pointed at my kid like she's doing a deuce.
Oh my God.
And my kid looks at her mom and shakes her head. No, I'm not.
Justice is out there, just look at you, right, with the straight face. And then all of a sudden you kind of see like the eyes tearing. You know what I mean? Like, and then you'll see a settle. You know,
she relaxes. No, this kid would give you that look like from both Full Metal Jacket. 1,000-yard stare.
his pants, and while this may have been true, given that suspects often do anything to avoid punishment, the officer was unwilling to take any chances and soon resorted to using force.
Get on the ground and stand. I'm letting you know, bro. Get on the ground, son.
Oh my god.
Lindsay, are you throwing your towel in the ring to try to get you a participation trophy? Look at you, girl. You're coming up gold dust the very first time. The Browns were not making it to the Super Bowl this year.
That's a pretty good one, dude.
Sus eyebrow look on the face. From the baby seat. Yeah. When they watch that one eyebrow staring at you in the mirror, it's like, oh no, this whole place is fixing to smell like defecation.
I'm letting you know on your stomach. I'm letting you know you don't have to. On your stomach.
The suspect was handcuffed and arrested, but when the officers searched his backpack, the findings were, to say the least, disappointing.
I'm about to take it right out your book bag in a second, homeboy. That's why you getting. Dang. That's why you getting jammed up. Dang. Oh man. Okay, that's all. Dude, I could have given you that. I had that in my trunk. You could have asked me. Okay, look, you crazy. That's it, man. Bunch of gloves from Home Depot. You wild. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it, man. Where's your ID at?
The officer searched the suspect before placing him in the police car, but the suspect's continued unnecessary requests soon began to anger the officer.
That's it, man. No, there, man. That's the glove. This glove. Talking about why I'm not being questioned. You must be out of your mind. I don't think you understand how things work. You watch too much YouTube, and it's gonna get you messed up.
What?
Just saying.
Lions?
Go Lions.
No.
No mountain.
Watch too much YouTube.
Was obviously hilarious, but you guys should keep watching YouTube and don't forget to like and subscribe. However, the funniest part of the conversation hadn't come up yet, as the officers soon discovered that the suspect wasn't kidding when he said earlier that he needed to poop.
No, I'm not. Okay, you gotta help yourself until you get to the DeKalb County Jail. He's the arresting officer, right? You going to DeKalb County Jail? Okay, can I wipe my ass before you put me in that car, man? I literally just shit. You don't know. I'm not.
Homie is on the hard rebound, bro. Look at him sweating. Look at this guy. This guy, no glaze. This guy looks like a glazed donut.
Right.
Homie's in full blown withdrawal and did just shit himself.
Right.
Not saying like it's an excuse. Saying on himself, bro. Wipe it back. For real. I know you smart that, dog. Come on. I know we won't be able to help ourselves till what do you do? You cannot. Same way you communicate. That's it, right? Same way you just communicate the same. Because I don't have to.
Look at him. Look how glazed he is compared to this guy and compared to this guy.
Right.
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 He's clearly sweating like an abnormal amount, even for someone currently being arrested. It's a bit more than is natural.
I tried to communicate with you earlier, and you were like 1 second. You couldn't even understand to put your hand behind your back. I had to sit there and wrestle with you. Because I told you it was coming out. Go to this car over here. Come on. Let's go. I told you it's coming out. That's why I'm trying to not let it go.
The officers clearly weren't interested in helping him wipe his butt. He was transported to jail and was charged with shoplifting. While this suspect might have pooped his pants unprovoked, the situation was different in the next case, as the suspect refused to provide a urine sample.
Pull your pants up, dude. We're done playing. Pull your pants up, dude.
On October 31st, 2023, police officers pulled over a driver who was seen driving on 2 flat tires and had earlier crashed into a road.
Okay, let me ask you this. Is it illegal to drive your car home on 2 flat tires?
Yeah. I don't know about illegal, but couldn't they write you a ticket for impeding traffic depending on
Here's how no, not really. It depends. As long as you're not on an interstate or a toll road and you're not inside of the city limits where they might have laws against something like this, or you might and you're not damaging the road, the only argument that could be made is reckless driving. Exactly. Yeah. But if you're driving it safely, like very slow and carefully, then you can't be gotten for reckless driving. But like I said, outside of city limits, because inside city limits, there are different rules and laws and stuff. So technically speaking, you could take your car down the road on faux flat tires to wherever you want to go and back, right? But this is only supposed to be used in like a emergency, get it off the road into a safe location type stuff. But technically speaking, you cannot be arrested for driving a car with a flat tire, because that might be the only way you have to get it somewhere to get it fixed. It is, however, very ill-advised. And yeah, well, the defective equipment argument comes down depending on what road you're on and where you're at, right? So if you're inside of city limits, you have to deal with that type of stuff. If you're inside counties that have those types of laws in the books, you got to deal with that. On the tires are optional equipment. Nice.
Block. As soon as they stopped him, the officers could immediately tell that there was more to this situation than just driving with flat tires.
Good man. Monster Elliot. What happened?
My
your tire got flat.
Yeah.
It looked.
All right. So homie also ran into a barrier earlier. Let's back up a little bit.
23. Police officers pulled over a driver who was seen driving on 2 flat tires and had earlier crashed into a roadblock. As soon as they stopped him, the officers could immediately tell that there was more to this situation than just driving with flat tires.
Good man. Monster Elliot. What happened?
My tire got flat.
Your tire got flat.
Yeah.
It looks like you hit something, man.
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. Yeah, where have you been tonight? Where are you coming from?
My friend's place.
Where's your friend's place?
Amsterdam.
Okay. All right. Would you mind taking a couple tests for me and make sure you're good to drive?
No.
Your business.
Is that my...
Sir, would you be willing to take some tests for me to make sure you're good to drive?
I'm good to drive. My right front tire and my...
Yeah,
rear drive is bad.
Go ahead and step out for me, man.
No,
Sir, step out. Step out.
The officer promptly removed the suspect from his car, convinced beyond a doubt that the driver was impaired. When the officer asked the suspect to undergo a field sobriety test, the suspect refused and was handcuffed. He later agreed to a blood test. However, when he was taken to the hospital to provide a...
There you go.
I'll take Pepsi challenge on that one any day of the week, bud.
Right.
Depending on where you are, there are places where you cannot drive a malfunctioning vehicle at all. But when you're in farming country, you can drive some of the wildest crap you can imagine from one field to another. And legally, that might involve going up or down a few county roads, right? So they cannot legally stop you from driving certain things, provided you're doing it for certain reasons, just like they can't stop you from running cows across a road. You may stop traffic for an hour and a half doing it, but that's not your fault. That's a byproduct of the circumstance with the cows.
Right.
And that's not illegal. So, I mean, no, basically.
Urine sample, an easier procedure than a blood draw. He pulled off the funniest stunt ever.
All right. Now, you can go in the corner. You can grab that. Nope,
I'm not going to hold it for you.
Grab that. Grab that. You pee in that. Go in the corner. Yes. Take that right there.
Pee this.
Go in the corner and pee in that. Dude, pull your pants up.
All right.
If you can't pee, you can't pee.
Yeah, you can't
That's right, Sonny. That's right.
And then you need to pee.
Pee or... Okay, then why do you need to pee?
I'll give you another one. If it's punishable by a fine, it's legal for a price.
There you
If
go.
you're willing to write that check, there ain't nothing stopping you.
Right now. Okay.
All right, dude, we're done. Pull your pants up.
Yep.
We're done.
Yep.
We're done.
Okay.
Pull your pants up.
All right.
I'm done playing with you. Pull your pants up.
Pull your pants up. All the way up.
Pull your pants up. No, dude.
Let me be, son.
Stop. Pull your pants up. Dude, I'm not playing with you. Pull your pants up.
Pull your pants up. Let's go.
Go. Pull your pants up, dude. We're done playing.
So,
No, you're not. Pull your pants up. Dude, I'm done playing with you right now.
I mean, not everybody can pee with an audience.
How much trolling do we allow on this channel?
A lot.
A lot? Like a lot.
Not a lot. Some.
Well, Flow State has this thing that he hates that
Okay.
people do. When they come into chat and they mention that somebody else is live, you'll get blocked for 24 hours just for doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
did
yeah,
it?
yeah. No, I was thinking about
Oh.
sending a bunch of people over there to do it because, I mean, they're not going to watch Flow State anyway. So, like,
Yeah.
can you imagine having 20 people show up in chat, all of them say the same thing and take the block? That's what I was
Yeah.
just thinking about. Just,
Uh-oh.
if it's punishable by fine, then it's legal for a price. If you're willing to pay
Right.
the price, there's nothing stopping you.
Yeah.
If you're not going to be watching anyway, it's a funny way to troll him. It really gets under his skin. It's hilarious to me.
Please do not. Pull your pants up.
Hold on.
Dude.
Okay.
No, Caldy, please don't.
Okay.
This is YouTube, bro. We can't do those jokes.
sit in the back. I need to draw your blood, and I don't have time to keep her down here. Sit
Go. Move.
Yep.
Welcome in, Gloria.
Go. No.
Hey, Gloria.
You got plenty of time.
I'm done, dude. Seriously.
What happens now?
He
Till
continued to waste
somebody
up
sees you.
time, not taking it anymore.
Okay, I'm being. Sir,
No, you're not.
Sir.
Dude, I'm so done.
Sir,
I'm so done.
Sir, I'm being, sir. My wife is a doctor.
Your pants up. No.
If your wife is a doctor, shouldn't she have known you were too drunk for driving?
Right? I mean, what does that have anything to do with anything?
Nothing at all, man. I mean,
You're not.
Okay, at least
Pull your
one
pants
up.
up. No. Pull your pants up, dude. Just stop. Give
1 second, sir. No, we're done. Come on.
We're done.
Come on. Trust me, sir. Trust
We're
me.
done.
Trust me.
Dude, I'm
No,
not playing with you.
Sir.
Playing with you anymore.
Come on. Sir.
Give it over.
How much time do you give?
welcome in, Ohio, Steve. Good to see you, bud.
Hey, Ohio Steve.
How long do you give?
Stop. Let go and pull your pants up.
Come on. How long do you? Okay, it's coming. It's coming.
Not okay.
It's coming, sir. Ma'am.
Sit down. Now.
Ma'am.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Okay.
Sit.
Right here.
It's coming.
Right here.
I just
Right here.
Sit.
Right here. Okay. Right here. Okay. Come on. Okay.
Okay.
I'm still ready.
Cry havoc and unleash the dogs of war. Welcome in, bud.
What's up, X-Havoc?
Sir.
A nurse took a blood sample from the suspect, who was then transported to jail and charged with DUI. In the next case, the suspect
All right,
turned
this is the one we've been waiting for. I'm going to hit y'all with a smash or pass. 1 to smash, 2 to pass.
into a literal dance performance. On April 27th, 2022, Florida police officers were called to the scene after a woman rear-ended another vehicle. And as soon as the officers saw her, they could tell what had happened, as she reeked of alcohol.
And then again, I'm just trying to figure out what exactly happened as far as how did the crash occur.
Absolutely.
A little bit.
Welcome. Anytime.
About the traffic light?
Yeah, and I bumped into him, and it's totally my fault.
Sorry, I'm joking. We love you, Gloria.
I was trying to go.
I don't mind if you choke some.
That's what I was
In fact, I
told you.
prefer it.
What the damage is.
Okay. All right, just give me 1 second, okay?
The officer quickly realized that the woman was trying to weasel her way out of the situation.
Definitely smash.
Just put your hands behind your back and think happy thoughts.
This prompted the officers to request a female officer at the scene, and as she arrived, the suspect could already tell it was game over.
Are you gonna let me go or not?
We're dealing with the accident right now, aren't we? So that's
Are
what
you
we're
gonna-
doing.
Okay, but are you gonna let me go? Or...
We are dealing with an accident at the moment.
Tell me the truth. Seriously.
Probably has extra sour cream, too.
Hello. You all right? You're not gonna let me go. What?
Hey, she's not completely wasted. Damn, that bitch is stacked. Wow.
Very nice rack.
It's a very nice rack. That's why
Very nice.
brought a female officer. Yep. You're sharp as a bowling ball there, chick. You figured it out. You cracked the code.
You were an officer.
So I'm just here to make sure it's safe for you to drive. That's all.
Yeah. So you want to get in the car with me?
Have you ever been done?
You want to get in the car with me?
Or want me to slow your words?
I've always been a little thin.
Where are you coming from?
Work.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, I don't know where that is. I see your shirt now. Where are you?
Home. He stopped, and I was trying to get home. And he stopped, and I was trying to get home. I'm home. I'm going home.
Where do you live?
Yes.
Like I said, I'm gonna take a look at your eyes, make sure it's safe for you to be driving. Okay.
The female officer conducted a series of field sobriety tests on the subject, which she failed miserably.
How did we end up in the parking garage?
The female officer conducted a
All right, so we're.
I think it's on the other side of the building.
I'm gonna take a look at your eyes, make sure it's safe for you to be driving. Okay.
To see, it looks like there's a hill right there, so she would have
It's
moved
right.
her to flat ground. So this
Suddenly-
could be.
We're in a deep throat episode. Like, pretty sure we're getting evidence against the president somewhere. What kind of weirdness is this? I'm sorry. Bad movies just invaded.
tests on the subject, which she failed miserably. However, the highlight of the encounter came when the officer asked her to perform a balance test.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, till I tell you to stop. For any reason you have to put your foot down, I want you to bring it right back up and continue counting to you left off that. I don't want you to sway. I don't want you to hop. I don't want you to put your foot down or use your arms for balance. Do you understand all those instructions? Okay. Any questions?
All right. So you just told a ballet dancer to do a balance test. She's already failed it 3 times while trying to describe it. Honey, you're going to jail tonight. I hope you can either call daddy, your boyfriend, your side piece, or your husband. Hope somebody
She
comes get
must have read that Playboy trifold.
Oh no. So this is a stupid question. But do you reckon those pockets on those shorts are actual pockets, or are they just like little designs?
The front ones are probably designs. The back ones are probably pockets.
I feel like you're
That's
speaking from
usually-
experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plot twist, it's a guy. Shut the front door.
Where, bro?
Oh, look at her. She's
Where?
dancing on the line.
Oh yeah. But here's the thing. Ace of ballast test. She's definitely no carpenter's dream. This is a guy. Just jump in place for a minute or so. Yeah. Yeah, no, new test for DUI. That's right. This does 2 things. One, it lets us watch her tits bounce. But after that, if she barfs, she's drunk.
Right. Yeah, dirty, sick minds.
That wasn't the exercise.
Why do you test me so?
That wasn't the exercise.
Why do you test me so?
I don't
Is
know.
my question. You
Yeah.
always
I gotta bounce. Thanks a lot for proving just how ugly and immature you are. It's been real. And just so you know, I don't really care about your problems.
Yeah.
Demonstrated and explained to you.
Get it, girl. Get it.
Why is it danger music?
I don't know.
Hold on. I desperately want to put this to something classical.
Oh, that's a big girl, man. That's a big ponytail girl. Wow.
Do not pull away. You understand?
She was arrested and charged with DUI and refusal to submit to testing, and was subsequently sentenced to 5 months in jail. The suspect in the next case is arguably the funniest, as his interaction with the officers was absolutely hilarious. On December 5th, 2022, Key West police officers tracked down a man who had been reported by a store for shoplifting and threatening staff. When the officers confronted him about his actions, the interaction was, to say the least, absolutely hilarious.
27, I'll be out with him. He's actually sitting on a contour train.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, how messed up do you have to be to just take a nap on a tour train that's not operating?
I mean, but didn't he just supposedly shoplift?
Probably that towel, if I had to guess. But I mean, according to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the towel is the most part of your ensemble.
I don't know, dude.
I mean, as long as you have your towel, everyone will give you everything else you need.
Identification, please.
Yo, get out of here.
No.
Still here.
Identification.
You're still here.
Identification,
You're
please.
still here.
Identification.
You're still here.
I need your identification.
What's that?
I need your identification.
What's my identification?
I need your identification.
What's my identification?
I need your identification.
What's my identification? Sir.
Turn around.
For what reason?
Now you want to talk?
You're being arrested?
Put your hands up. Yeah, you are being arrested.
Why didn't they take the backpack
You're
off?
detained.
Because cops are dumb.
The officer
What do you
quickly
want
put the
from me?
suspect in cuffs and into his patrol car, recognizing that the suspect was trying to mess around. However, this was only the beginning of the suspect's antics.
Does your life matter? Negative. I think you're starting to realize that.
Okay, well, you'll have a place to stay tonight. How about that?
Yo, hey, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Are you gonna let me get out of here?
Huh?
Are you gonna let me out of here?
No.
Well, that'd be a great idea to let me out of here.
Why are you speaking in an accent?
What? Yo, dude, you're being.
He just developed
that
this
accent?
accent, or what?
I have no idea.
Are you gonna let me get out of here?
Huh?
Are you gonna let me out of here?
No.
Well, that'd be a great idea to let me out of here.
Why are you speaking in an accent?
What? Yo, dude, you're being watched right now.
I think you got
Oh
some
my
infos.
gosh, he just flipped.
The situation didn't end here.
I know
The
I'm
suspect
drunk.
went on to
What
do
are you?
something incredibly funny.
I don't care about you. Right. You gonna keep arresting me?
Well, I'm only arresting you once, so
Oh,
so I don't think it'll be.
I'm a.
I might have to clip that one for Flow State.
Right.
That's pretty good.
This is Key West. You understand that?
You understand
This
that?
is what Key West is. Do you want to stay here?
The officer could hardly tolerate the
Wow.
situation any longer, so he transported the suspect to jail, where he was charged with shoplifting. If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget
What do
to
you
like
reckon?
and
You
subscribe.
reckon he stole
In the next
the,
case, the officer
The towel?
The towel? I bet that's what he shot with.
mean,
I mean, it looked fresh and new.
so
And
fresh
nothing
and
else
so
he owned
clean.
looked fresh and new. Fresh, so clean. Yeah.
Fresh and so clean.
That's right. Just take off the wait till we're backstage.
was literally chased by a group of wild turkeys. On February 16th, 2020, while conducting a traffic stop on a motorist, an Idaho police officer spotted a group of birds on the highway and quickly took action to get them off the road to prevent any potential accidents.
Looks to me like they took action to get the pig off the road. I said that.
Go home. Go home. Go. Hey.
They're coming back at him.
Hey.
They recognize him as a turkey.
Taking a fucking look.
Go ahead. Down the road. I think I'll do Hey, get back.
Call for backup. I dare you.
That's funny.
Oh, God, bro. You just got cornered by a couple of game heads. You, this is almost as bad as the Acorn officer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I mean, at least you haven't shot any turkeys yet. I wonder if you shoot the turkeys in this case, do you still have to pay that $10,000 fine for killing them out of season?
I mean, yeah.
No, they just want your ID. Give them your name and badge number. I'm sure they'll stand down.
They're gonna play whack a turkey.
Get back. Get back.
All right, so right around here somewhere, there is a hen, and if you find that hen and run her off, the rest of them will follow. That's what this is all about. They found the highest spot they could, and they're standing there displaying, and this asshole came up and got. It's like that really awkward friend that you took with you to the club,
Right.
who keeps talking about Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. Yeah.
We ain't chickens, bitch. We representing. Gangsta turkeys. Can you imagine the APB he put out? I wonder if he's going to scream, "Stop resisting."
Birds were persistent, repeatedly charging at the officer, who eventually had no choice but to retreat, leaving the turkeys alone and returning to his car. In the next case.
But did he call for backup? And what was the resolution? I'm just left hanging. I hate this. This guy's just driving a UFO.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Now we're talking.
The officer had to handle a traffic violation involving an alien-themed couple in their UFO.
Where exactly are you from? Krypton? Yeah.
On June 28, 2022, a state trooper was amazed to see a couple.
Oh, no. Oh, my dear. Ladies and gentlemen, panthers are dying at an alarming rate in Florida, and you won't believe what's killing them. And Trump roast Dems with a Christmas Vacation turkey parody video on Thanksgiving. We might have to go find that one later.
In a modified UFO-like car on the interstate, but he had to pull them over because the car's license plate was obstructed.
Well, this is a first. Never stopped a UFO. I got it. Me too. All right. This is interesting. I said this is interesting. Okay. I saw the sign. Will you tell me what it is? I can't. I got to finish working tonight.
All right, let's discuss the laws of driving a UFO on an American highway.
All right.
As far as I know, there are none, but I'm pretty sure it's counted as an unlicensed vehicle, unless it has all the safety accoutrement.
Right.
So next Friday. Well, why would you do 55 on the interstate?
Yeah, see, I would think that speed would be a factor.
He says he can hit warp speed.
That's
I doubt
nice.
he's a hard fisherman, but he, as far as I understand it, he's after all the cougars, though, right? And he doesn't exactly kill them.
I can hit the warp speed if you want. I wouldn't want you to do that. I want you to get speeding. Can I see it, please? Yeah.
He said yes. He
Wait,
has insurance for that.
Homie's got insurance for this thing.
So
I've
yeah,
gotta
what
get-
was the infraction? Speed? Was it speed? Not
Driving
going-
too slow, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Caldy gets the participation trophy because I think he cracked the code for this one. Appreciate it, bro. I hadn't thought of that one. You're right. He just wanted to touch it.
Yeah. Just had to get that pic.
Festival in Mexico. The interaction took an interesting turn when the driver handed the officer an alien driver's license he claimed to be his before presenting the real one. Although the officer discovered that the car's tags were expired, he chose to overlook it as the occupants were friendly and posed no threat. And even the backup officer from the sheriff's office had a good laugh when he arrived on the scene.
This does not look like you. So I assume it's some type of skinwalker.
Well, yeah. Usually I have my humanoid over right now.
Yeah, I told you somebody would show up to have to see this.
If you want.
You can get pictures if you want.
I'm an alien.
The officers advised them to drive safely and issued only written warnings.
That's not the official alien. This is the official alien one.
Oh yeah.
This one, yeah. You got to go with the shocker.
Why?
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
Warnings for the traffic violations. However, the driver of the UFO-looking car leave without making a few more jokes.
Carnell. It's pleasure to meet you. Never met anybody from
a humanoid.
Humanoid.
You just hit Galactic. You're from Krypton? Yeah.
That's too funny.
Oh, yeah? What are those?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. When we were camping when I was a kid, I came across this family who had this ginormous RV. It was freaking enormous. And it had this big ass huge toy hauler trailer with it. And the RV was named the mothership. And each of the little each of the motorcycles and 4-wheelers and electric scooters and all of them had their own little craft names to go along with it.
Right.
I laughed so hard when I saw those people. All of them had all of the headgear and stuff had 2 little antennas sticking up off of it, like the little green dude. And
Yeah.
I can't remember. Zabu, is that his name? Zabu,
Something like that.
Zabu. I think it was Zabu, something like that.
Uranus.
Yeah, he got pulled over for going too fast around Uranus.
Nice.
Wild people out there, bro. Who's the weirdest person you ever met?
You.
Okay, I'll take that. I asked for that. That checks out, actually. I guess I deserve that. Truth be told, me. All right, so you want to do the thing before we do the other thing, or do you want to try to take this into some after hours?
No. I mean, if you want to do after hours.
I wasn't planning on it.
Okay.
I've kind of got something else to do in about 20 minutes, but
I'll see you over at Flo's.
Yeah, probably. I signed an NDA and I can't talk about it because it was advertised falsely every time. So, hey, say something like really, really, really clever.
No, I can't. But hey, thank you
something
for
about leaving.
joining us. No, at the Naughty Corner. We'll see you next Tuesday night.
Who you trying to mess with, Esse? Don't you know who my daddy is?
That Hunter Biden was trading on his father's office to make $50,000 a month from the Ukrainians. In October, he admitted it.
The fact that you were the son of the vice president. Yeah, no. What role do you think that played?
I think that it is impossible for me to be on any of the boards that I just mentioned without saying that I'm the son of the vice president of the United States.
Son of Joe Biden, and boy, it's tough. I put the crack in the pipe and smoke it up. I like every day I'm tweaking, laptop leaking, pictures of me on a cocaine bender. Quit pro Joe got me working in the Ukraine gas company directing. The only thing I know about gas, you can huff it. Now I got $50,000 a month in my pocket. For the directors, charisma, I'm smashing. My dead brother's widow, impregnate a stripper. But nothing is better than crack cocaine when you're rich and famous in the Ukraine. Cocaine in the Ukraine.